I asked my wife to quit her job because she kissed her boss. My wife Hannah worked at this marketing firm downtown for like 3 years. She was good at her job, got promoted twice, and honestly seemed happy there. Her boss Greg was one of those guys who's way too friendly with everyone. Always doing the whole hand-on-shoulder thing, laughing too loud at jokes that weren't funny, buying the team lunch every Friday. I met him once at their holiday party and he gave me this weird vibe, but I didn't say anything. About 2 months ago, Hannah started coming home later. She'd say they had a big campaign or a client dinner or whatever. I didn't think much of it because her job always had random busy periods. But then she started dressing different. Like she'd leave the house in one outfit and I'd see her Instagram story later and she'd be wearing something else. When I asked about it, she said she kept extra clothes at the office for client meetings. Then one night she came home at like 11. I was already in bed, but I heard her in the bathroom and she was on the phone with someone. I heard her laugh in this way she used to laugh with me but hadn't in a while. When she came to bed, I asked who she was talking to and she said it was her coworker Jess about some project. I let it go. The next week I had to drop off her laptop charger because she forgot it. I went to her office and the receptionist told me Hannah was in a meeting with Greg. I waited in the lobby for like 20 minutes. When the meeting room door opened, I saw them. Hannah fixed her hair real quick and Greg had this smirk on his face. They both looked startled when they saw me standing there. Hannah tried to play it cool, but I knew something was off. On the drive home, she barely talked. That night I checked her phone while she was in the shower. I know that's bad, but I had to know. There were messages between her and Greg. Nothing super obvious, but stuff like, "Can't wait to see you tomorrow," and "Last night was amazing." I felt sick. I confronted her right when she got out of the shower. I showed her the messages. She started crying immediately and said it wasn't what I thought. I asked her straight up if she kissed him. She went quiet for a long time and then nodded. She said it happened at a work happy hour 3 weeks ago and it was a mistake, and she was drunk and it didn't mean anything. I asked if it happened more than once. She said no, but I didn't believe her. She kept saying she loved me, and it was just a moment of weakness and Greg came on to her. I asked why she didn't shut it down immediately and she didn't have an answer. I told her she needed to quit her job, like right then. She looked at me like I was crazy. She said she couldn't just quit because of one mistake and that Greg was her boss, and it would look bad on her resume. I said I didn't care about her resume. I cared about our marriage. She said she'd request a transfer to a different team, but I said that wasn't good enough. If she wanted to fix this, she needed to cut off all contact with Greg, and that meant leaving the company. She got defensive and said I was being controlling. I told her she kissed another man and now she's trying to make me the bad guy. She said she'd think about it. I said there's nothing to think about. Either she quits or I'm done. She didn't quit. She went to work the next day like nothing happened. When she came home, I had already packed a bag. I told her I was staying at my brother's place until she made a decision. She started crying again and begging me not to leave, but I walked out. I stayed at my brother's for 4 days. Hannah texted me constantly saying she was sorry and that she'd do anything. On the 5th day, she called and said she put in her 2 weeks notice. I asked if she was serious and she said yes. She said she realized she was about to lose everything over a stupid mistake. I came home that night. We talked for hours. She showed me the resignation email she sent to HR. She said Greg tried to talk her out of it, but she told him it was because of personal reasons. I made her block his number right in front of me. Her last day was 2 weeks later. She came home early and we ordered takeout. She said it felt weird leaving, but that it was the right choice. I asked if she had any regrets, and she said only about kissing Greg in the first place. It's been a month since she left. She's been applying to new jobs and we've been going to couples therapy.